Hello, good morning, guys. Welcome back to another math lesson. I hope you're doing well and feeling great as well. Get your pencil ready and let's begin. Today, we're going to continue working on our Unit 4 equations and word problems. And our teaching point for today will be I can identify factors and multiples of any product. So basically, we're going to be talking a lot about multiplication. Alright, today is Tuesday, April 21st, and our lesson name is Name Factors. I encourage you to pause the video now and get to copy the lesson name, date, and also teaching point before we get to work on our quick practice. In our quick practice for today, we have a word problem. It says, Paul is buying 3 books for each of his 4 friends. If each book costs $2, how much will Paul spend, right? So I encourage you once again to pause the video and try to figure it out by yourself. Anyway, right here I share the answer with you. Alright, so the first step that I would take is actually getting to find out how many, or actually how much money will it cost to buy the 3 books. So if I multiply the 3 books that I'm buying by the cost, which is $2, then I will have a total of $6. Now, since I'm buying 3 books for my 4 friends, those $6 represent the amount that I would spend in only one friend. Since I have 4, then I need to multiply that amount that we see in our second equation by 4. When I do that, then I see that I have a grand total of $24. So that would be the total amount of money that I would need to actually buy 3 books for every of my friends. Alright, let's continue. So see, we're going to be talking about factors. We necessarily need to be talking about multiplication, which is the only operation when we can actually find factors. If we take a look at an equation when we have multiplication as the main operation, you're going to see that we need at least 2 factors in order for us to be able to multiply. So these 2 numbers right here that we multiply are what we call factors, right? And this one on the right, or it might be at the left as well, doesn't matter. But actually the product, the result of multiplying is what we call product. So these basically are the main pieces of a multiplication equation. All right, so we're going to be talking about factor pairs, and we already went over what a factor is. Let's try now to talk about factor pairs. Factor pair for a number is 2 whole numbers whose product is that number. Sounds confusing, right? So for example, 2 and 5 is a factor pair for 10. It's like having 2 numbers we read before that when we multiply them give us this number. We already know, we already have tried different combinations that actually gets us the same number, even though the factors are different. So let's think about this. What would be factors that represent number 24? Alright? So you might think about 1 times 24. You might think about 2 times 12. You might think about as well 3 times 18. And at last, you might think about 4 times 6. All these 4 represent factor pairs of number 24. So this different combination can get you actually 24. So if I ask you for a factor pair of any number, you're going to think quickly about 2 numbers that when you multiply them, give you that number that you're being requested for. Another way to actually represent these factor pairs is by using arrays that we can actually visually organize in such a way that represents every factor. In the first case, we had 1 times 24. As you can see, we have only 1 row and 24 columns. On the second case, we had 2 times 12, where we have 2 rows, and each row has, and actually, 12 columns. On the third one, for example, the green one, we have 3 times 8, where we have 3 rows, and we have 8 columns. In all, we have 24 squares in every case. And at last, we have 4 rows and 6 columns for a grand total of 24 in the 4 cases. So it doesn't matter the way that we actually arrange this, we're getting 24. We have a guided practice that if you try our live lesson, you're going to try. So in your independent work for today, you're going to be working on these exercises. You're going to list all the factor pairs of 12, all right? And then you're going to use the table to list all the factors pairs for every number. So factor pair for 20, actually 32, 44, and 100. Now, you have plenty of space right here, but that doesn't mean that you need to fill out every blank space, right? Probably with 44, you only have 2 factor pairs, so you don't need to fill out everything, right? But squeeze your brain and try to find them all. Now, list all the factor pairs for each number. Whether you got 29, 63, it's basically the same exercise, but this time you are not arranging that in a table. Yay! There you are, guys. So that will do it for today. I hope that you have enjoyed this lesson. And if you have any questions, you can text me or leave your question in the comments below. So see you next time. Bye bye.